Here's what I need you to do. First, mark your calendar for 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, September 16th, 17th, and 18th. Okay? So do your best to attend live so that you can be in the energy and you can get the activations that can only come by working with me directly and being in the energy of all the other people that are there to be of service. All right? There is a replay, but it's available just for 72 hours. Okay. Now, what are we going to be doing on this challenge? Well, this is a challenge for women who are really, really eager to get started as coaches, and they want a proven method that they know helps people heal and transform. And they want to be able to get really great results, like my client, Martine. Now, she came to me with a really big dream, but she was full of these subconscious doubts and limiting beliefs. She wasn't aware of them. And if you looked at her, all you would see is this beautiful, gorgeous, confident woman. And you wouldn't know that there was all this stuff going on underneath. She didn't know about it. But she was wondering why she was stuck. So Martine is an amazing story. I mean, her story is just absolutely fascinating as well as heartbreaking because she was as a child, orphaned and left stateless. Now, that means that she really didn't have a country that would embrace her as their own. So, can you imagine being a child, 7 or 8 years old? She's originally from Africa, and she finds herself not only without a home, but without a country. And she's relying on family that didn't really welcome her. And so, she lost her mom at an early age. And look, she is an incredibly resilient woman, okay? And when she came to me, she was doing so well for herself, but she was hitting walls and roadblocks and ceilings, and she couldn't break through them on her own, right? So she did what anybody who really cares about their lives and wants to make improvements, she asked for help. She reached out to me, okay? And the thing is, like, she was having trouble with her relationship, so she couldn't find a partner. Very striking, intelligent, stunningly beautiful woman who couldn't find the right man who would nurture her and cherish her, right? And she hit roadblocks in her work. She had a great job, and it was paying her a sufficient amount of money, but it was not paying her worth or what she could be making if she went into her own business. Okay. And she had a vision for her life that was not just ordinary. Okay. She craved more for herself. So again, on the outside, you look at her, you think, oh, she's got it all together. She can have whatever she wants. All right. Also, when she came to me, she had already authored a book. So this is a woman who was doing so much. All right. But still, she was trapped. Okay. She was trapped by her own mind, but she couldn't figure it out. It seemed like outside circumstances were influencing her, but really it was internal. And this is where the alchemy coaching comes in. With alchemy coaching, we don't give in to the outside world and outside circumstances. Instead, we start within and we start knocking down all the walls inside, and we find that the walls that are outside of us also begin to fall immediately. It's fast, okay? So we did some serious alchemy coaching where we went into the old, deeply buried traumas from the loss of her mom and that whole period where she lived with strangers and no country would claim her. Okay. Now, we did that incredible healing work, and Martine found herself unleashing this new self, this new awakened um, being that she became into the business world. Okay. So she started her own business and she started getting big name corporate clients and she started making a lot of money. Her income quadrupled over the course of just 2 years of really just doing this work and going for it. Okay. And she's she's wonderful. She gives me a lot of credit, and always I have a few millionaire clients, and they always say, "Crystalline, if it weren't for you," and I say, "Look, all I did was unpack. All right, all I did was take you through the process. You're the one who did the thing." But with Martine, she started her own business, is extremely successful at the work she does. She met and married the man of her dreams, and he cherishes her like she deserves to be cherished. And they now have a 2-year-old baby girl who is absolutely beautiful. And even that feels like a miracle because when I met Martine, she wasn't even sure that she could have a baby, and she was able to give birth to her baby, and she did it. It's wonderful to be able to work with people and see their joy, to experience their joy alongside them. So the alchemy coaching method gets to the core of your client's problems. When you root out that core and you guide your client through transformation at the level of the soul, at the level of their self-concept, that's how they see themselves, at the level of their mind, at the level of their behavior, and then you deal with the reality, okay? When you do all those things and you follow that alchemical method, you create monumental change that reverberates through their entire lives, not just for them, but for the people around them. So Martine actually just shared with me, I still work with her because, you can work with your clients for a short period, but when they are evolving, they keep you by their side because your job is to help them evolve, and they can't do everything by themselves all the time. And that's the work of a coach, all right? To be there, to be supportive, and to help your clients up level when they need. So I was just talking to her last week, and she said to me, she says, even my husband is doing better. He's making more money, and it's just wonderful for the two of us to be building our lives in this way. And I'm very, very happy to hear that. And she was saying that she's also investing in property for her daughter already so that she can leave a legacy. For me, that is so cool to be able to do that. And to be able to support that dream and to give her the tools and to know, to have a system within myself that says, all right, this is how we get them from point A to point B. That is so empowering for me as the coach. So in the challenge, we're going to be together for about an hour a day for 3 days. I'm going to challenge you to activate your powerful transformational coaching vision. So this is a vision that's going to give you three crucial things, all right? So you have a vision already in your mind. What I'm going to help you do is up level it, right? Because we need to make it real. So one of the things that we're going to talk about for your vision, all right, and I'm going to challenge you to bring in a method that helps your clients transform their lives. So I'm going to get you thinking about that, what that needs to look like for what you want to do. Okay. The next thing I'm going to help you do is for your vision, I want to give you a blueprint to help you build a six-figure coaching business. A six-figure coaching business is essential, and getting the framework built for it early on is going to save you years. But we'll talk about that a little bit more in a second. But I'm also going to help you. The third thing I'm going to give you for this challenge is a framework to help you attract your ideal clients. These are the people that resonate with your soul. I'm going to help you figure out how you're going to get those. Okay. So these things are all essential for every coach. Without a method to help your clients, you have no way of actually helping them consistently. All right. So you need to deliver outstanding results every time you work with every client. I'm going to talk to you about how to get that. Without a blueprint for your coaching business, you're not going to be able to support yourself financially, and that's not good. You're going to find yourself struggling to make money. You're going to be frustrated, and you're going to be enviously watching other people who paid attention be more successful while you're kind of struggling on the struggle bus, can't figure out how to make money and do it consistently. The consistency is really, really the key here. Making, $10,000 one month and then not making any money for another 6 months is not okay. All right. Now, I really don't want you to struggle like I did, okay? And here's the thing that I'm kind of most excited about. There's a secret that I'm going to reveal to you on the very first day of the challenge, and you're going to get the most out of this challenge because of what you're going to be learning on day one. All right. So because you're going to be armed with the most important piece of information right off the bat. That way, you're going to make the most out of every day of the challenge while we're together. All right. You're going to feel really empowered and excited. And look, If you're already following me, so if you've been following me for a while, maybe you're in the Alchemy Coach School, so you're getting my emails and you're learning about alchemy coaching already. And you maybe have downloaded my ebook. And if you know you're already excited and you want to learn more about doing this work for yourself, becoming an alchemy coach, I want to invite you to book in a six-figure strategy call with me right now. So, this is a chance for you to sit down with me one-on-one to talk about your coaching vision and your own personal story of alchemy and transformation. Now, this call is for those of you who are ready to get started as a coach and you want to see if the alchemy coaching method is right for you. So, there's a link on this page for you to book in your call with me. And this session is 50 minutes long. It's valued at $497, but I'm offering it to you for free. Now, this is limited, okay? This is for this period only. If you wait, you will have to pay $497, okay? That's what I charge. So please go ahead and book it now because this is an opportunity for you to get expert insights from a professional who has been doing this for over a decade, right? So, like I said, I have just a few spots available and I'm offering them for free right now. But you do have to apply, all right? So use the link and book your time and then answer the 3 or 4 questions that follow. I'm going to review your answers before our appointment. And if there are any problems, I'll reach out to you. But honestly, if you've been following me and if you're doing this work, I'm sure you're going to be fine. There'll be no problems, right? So I'm looking forward to meeting you at the challenge and talking to you during our strategy call. I want to learn more about you and your desire to become a coach. And we can discover together if alchemy coaching is right for you. All right. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now. Mwah.